Okay, welcome everyone. Hopefully the webcam works because I clicked a button, so I'm actually not sure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we're here. Welcome everyone, how are you doing? What a fitting title this morning video had. A retracement is on the horizon. Market maker. Okay, so in today's live stream, we're going to cover Bitcoin, jump into some alts as well. Let me shut down the music here. Look at some alts as well. And then I have to go, like there's I don't have any leeway. I have to go at 4 p.m. Central European time, which is in 51 minutes, because I have a meeting at 4:30. So, and it's an offline meeting, so I have to travel there. So so that's that. However, I wanted to go live a little bit later today because at 4 p.m. we have some high impact news. So it might be interesting to be here till at least 4 and then see what happens at 4 and then I got to go. So 4 p.m. here Tuesday today, 4 p.m. Central European time. So yeah, let's see if anything happens on the chart. We have this crazy bearish CVD divergence locally here with the previous before the move down basically. So a little bit of absorption of market longs here potentially. No? Also here locally, bit of bearish CVDs. The bullish ones here played out. This bearish one already played out. But yeah, let's see what price is going to give us so far. However, a nice move to the downside, right? Not complaining. So let's see if it continues to do so. Now, this morning we were talking about keeping our eyes open for a potential retracement. I gotta say this, that I spoke about it in gold earlier today. This structure here and the structure that creates the high, very ugly as an impulse. Sometimes that's the way it is. Of course, now probabilities increase that you do have an impulse top here, not a 3-wave top. Yeah, I spoke about it with John earlier today. He said, well, ugly tops, we've seen them before, might see them again. So yeah, this might be one of those, at least temporarily because we moved to the downside. But still, if you count this, then you can count it as a wave 5 of a local 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, I am still very interested in basically all the levels you see on my chart. Also definitely the levels up here, right? 105.2k weekly naked point of control. Ooh, yes, please. Kanashimi, welcome. Mark, good to have you here. Welcome, man. New profile picture, maybe a band-aid. How you doing? Desek, Jeroen, what's up? Sam, JSK. They finally gave me that short. Been hunting for. Which one are you talking about? Maybe a band-aid. Oh, wait, your question got answered, you mean? Ask, or I don't know. Wait. What's the recent one we posted about the books? Trading books. That's the most recent short that we posted. Jan, what's up? How you doing? Yours looks different than mine. That is correct because we are testing new or updated version. So it's not out there. We're just testing. So of course, while testing, I might as well use it. So that is why it's on my screen. So that's what you see. Yeah. Redos, what's up? Jeroen, good to have you here. Martin, are there any bearish scenarios left which can take us under 90k? I mean, that would be, of course, counting this as a flat ABC. Ooh, cursor has a little bit of a delay, it seems. But we'll jump into it. Yeah, there's this structure since the first low was made is very long in time compared to the move down since the all-time high. So if we do want to count this as a zigzag ABC moving below 90k, probabilities are not great for that. But there's another idea. But likely with the other idea, actually 90k holds. But we'll be talking about it. When are you doing alts again? Just throughout the live stream. Yeah. So just throughout the live stream. And Jan, by the way, finally here. Good to have you finally attending live and riding again. What's up, man? Dan Athletics, watching all your live videos, but couldn't come to the live session because busy. Happens, man, happens. Maybe doing some athletics. No? Good to have you here, though. Thanks for writing, saying something in the chat. So let's start. And I see that there's a little bit of delay in my cursor here, that's for sure. So let me refresh the chart, which might provide the solution. So let's wait a little bit. There we are. And see if it fixes the problem. 1 second, it's loading all of my object tree stuff. I might as well, I gotta probably close some tabs and stuff as well. Yesterday's stream, no problem, but today it seems like with the chart, it's not mingling. If there's one thing that I always dislike, it's lag. Yeah, that's from my gaming history, I suppose. I mean, who likes lag? Well, come on. Okay, let's talk Elliott waves. Let's start the analysis. So, the levels that I'm interested in are on the chart. So that's simple as that. When I talk about support and resistance areas, these are the two that have my interest. So, it's a patience game. I've been talking about the weekly naked point of control at 105K for a while. But of course, to the downside, we have another one. So let's see which one hits first, I suppose. Matter of a time. Now, with regards to the scenarios, let's jump into Elliott waves and check the stream timer. So we start at about, closing in on 13 minutes into the stream. That's fine. What's up, SPO? Welcome. So on the 4-hour time frame, right? Or let's just start with the probabilities. Probabilities were higher to look for eventually a move down, but the highest amount of volume is in the recent move up. So a couple of 4-5s would have been nice. Right, so this is highest amount of volume in a top. If you change the structure, that's likely highest probability corrected, right? It's a wave C in that case. So you would then indeed count a higher probability wave C to the upside of then the potential flat here, right? Because of the volume. If you talk about an impulse, then 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, you look for 4, 5, 4, 5. Now, if price touches the 0.618, this one here, right, at 99.2K, it invalidates a wave 4. So that is an important level on the chart. So if you move down, you touch 99.2, probabilities are higher. The move towards the upside is going to be a wave C of then a flat A, B, C, right? Now that is, of course, one of the things that we had here. Now this, as long as wave 4 is not invalidated, I got to keep this on the chart. But basically, with regards to polylines, this is what we were looking for in basically all of the cases. We are looking for price to move down. Of course, yeah, you can make some higher highs, higher lows, but that's wave 4-5 price action. The probabilities, as per the title this morning, is okay. We're starting to look for price to move down. You got to wait a little bit for weakness, yes or no. The 5-minute time frame looked very ugly. Would have been nicer to actually take out the high once more, but we moved down, and that's just the way it is at times. I think locally we may have hit the 886 now, which increases probabilities to take the local low again. Let's actually check this here. Hey, everything goes fast here. Up, almost. Yeah, on the 5-minute, 3-minute, 5-minute time frame here, this of course looks very 3-wavy, very annoying. But with this move to the downside now, the probabilities are higher. You do have a 5-wave structure that finished at the high, right? Local 5-wave impulse here. So that of course opens the door for this move down to be either an impulse or an A, B, C wave structure. Okay. Go back to the 4-hour time frame. So your bullish scenario is, this is in very detail. Let's simplify this a little bit because, oh, wait a second. Let's keep the green one on, remove this, remove this, remove the yellow line for a second. I'll also remove the golden pocket, only really relevant if we actually move up to the weekly naked point of control. Let me remove that one as well. So with regards to a bullish scenario, you need to count a 5-wave structure to the upside. And of course, with the information that we have here locally, it's quite a deep retracement, it doesn't yet invalidate counting another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, because as mentioned, 99.2K is the most important level there, which has not yet been reached. Right? That is the invalidation for a wave 4. Now, of course, what is not very nice is that if this is your 3, right, your wave 4 is starting to be, well, first of all, it's getting relatively deep, but it moved below the wave 4 of a lower degree, which is all the way up here. So it's not ideal to look for impulsive continuation, but as long as you don't hit invalidation, a wave 4 is not out of the question. Now, if price moves down, hits 99K, then your alternative scenario for the bulls is quite simply this. And then this on the chart. So again, you got to hit 99.2K, right? That's the level that you need to see hit. And if price does, let me make this white here, then your bullish scenario is going to be as follows. There you go. Now let's check time. You at least want a wave 2 to finish after the 382, which with the current high would be the 9th of January, 9 p.m. Right? That would be a minimum time target for a wave 2. Now, wave 2 can be any corrective structure. So it can be zigzags, can be flats. Personally, I'm actually very interested in flats because we haven't reached the weekly naked point of control at 105.2K. I don't know. I want to see it hit, like, come on. I'm very attracted to that level and see how price reacts there if we get it, but we're not there yet. But this is basically your alternative at the moment, bullish scenario. If price hits the 618 at 99.2K. Okay. And then you do this, and then this is your wave 2 target area. Between 97 and 93.7. Right, so this is then your area of interest for the bulls. Let me drop that in there. But this is only relevant if you hit 99.2K. Because as long as you do not actually touch that level, you can still have a 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5 here to actually reach the weekly naked point of control. Right, so it's not over till it's over. And having a couple of 4, 5s, again, it is most common for an impulse to have the highest amount of volume in a wave 3, which is currently here. Now, you're either going to be labeling this preferably the end of a C, because for an impulse, it would generally be better if you then have 4, 5, 4, 5 to finish 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? So again, as long as you do not touch 99.2 for the bulls, you want to see another high. That would quite simply be better. Okay. Now for the bears, you're looking for that flat ABC, right? The one on the chart. Now the issue with the flat, however, is that if we compare the move to the downside, since the all-time high, with this range, then you can see that this structure, this sideways structure after the move down, has been almost 6 times longer than the move towards the downside, which is not too great, right? It's not like time is never an invalidation, but counting this as a wave A, this is a B, and then a wave C for a zigzag, a B is very long, right? B is very long. So it's not a based on time, it's not a high probability choice, right? If we want to count this here as a flat in an ABC, and this is something that we spoke about in gold earlier today as well, of course, the zigzag AB with a long B and a C remains an option, but then we need an impulse down, right? A 5, 3, and then just 5 and continuation down. Alternatively, you have to count W, X, and then look for a Y. And your wave Y is either a triangle, a zigzag, or another flat. Up for a choice. So that is what's happening from the bearish perspective, I suppose. But in both the bullish and the bearish scenario, you are looking for a retracement. Not just continuation to the upside like we had from 15K to actually 16K all the way up to 30K. If you would check out that move, then we had this consistently and eventually we shot up. But at the moment over here, that is not a high probability scenario. The retracement is better. Cheers, Antoine. So the probabilities don't really change. We're still looking for retracement. It's just the question is, do you hit 99.2K first or do you take out the high first? If you take out the high first, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, hit the weekly naked point of control, look for a bit of a rejection then. If you hit 99.2K first, right, then label this as a high and then look for a, bigger retracement. Question is what, if this then turns, of course, impulse 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, we look for correction, another move down, then I am interested in the weekly naked point of control and possibly a flat that would be bullish. Would be something for the bulls, but I just really want to hit 105.2K. Jeez. So yeah, we're at the moment a little bit in the middle of nowhere, I suppose. We also have some high impact news coming up, so be safe, trade safe. Did we touch the 886 at the low? Which does give higher probabilities for price to take out this low here, which of course it hasn't done just yet. Because for an impulse to the upside, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wave 2 touching the 886 is very rare. It's never preferred unless you really start to change structure. The moment you take out this high here, that's the moment when probabilities increase. The move down is 3 and you look for upside, right? And then you have a rare wave 2 touching an 886 in that case. Oh, and the alternative, of course, looking for a bigger 3-wave structure, and then you have an A, B, and a C. So then you have an 886 on the B, which would be better. So yeah, trade safe, because this price action here it's like in limbo. There's no clear direction. I mean, honestly, as long as you don't hit 99.2K, trend is up. I believe we have some bullish CVDs I saw earlier on the 1 hour. They might not be visible, but I can show them. Now loading. Oh yeah, there we go. So it is visible. So we do have bullish CVDs as well, right? Which is really important to note. So just keep that in mind. And the target for the bullish CVDs is taking out the high. So again, in summary, if you hit 99.2K, the probabilities are higher. You have a finished impulsive structure to the upside, and you do look for a bit of a bigger retracement to the downside. But as long as you don't hit 99.2K, there is still the potential here for wave 4s and 5s towards the weekly naked point of control at 105.2. So, yeah. Where price is at the moment, though, for me is like a no trade. I bet this is personal plan. No trade area. I took a trade actually earlier today, which was a short. But with the price action locally here, I don't know. I don't like it. I don't like it. It was also not really a short that I had in my plan this morning. It was just based on new information. I took it, but I'm out of that. I'm out of that short. So I don't care if it continues or not. I had my day, and now we just observe. So yeah. That is Bitcoin for you. So 99.2K is at the moment the most important level on the chart, really. Yeah, we are retesting, I think, the value area high as well of the range. But yeah, we'll see if it holds, no? That is the big question, I suppose. We did touch the 886 over there. So be aware of this. Okay. Well, I love a good gap. Okay, basically that is Bitcoin for you. There is not much to add with regards to the price action on Bitcoin. News in 29 minutes, so trade safe with regards to the news. And be patient. Be patient. So sometimes price action is very clear, and sometimes price action is absolutely not, right? So make sure you take the trades where you feel like you have an edge in the market. And at the moment, I have a few spots where I am interested, but none of these have been touched. So waiting. Welcome, Rahul. Good to have you here. What's up? What's up? The daily and weekly point of control, those come from Atas. Make sure to check out a video on my channel, which is called, you click on the link tree in the description, go to educational content, and choose the volume profile. It's in the title, I believe. Choose that video. And I do show Atas in there. So you can check that one out. But I get my point of controls from Atas, not from TradingView. The templates are in Discord, by the way. So you can go to Discord, to the Good to Know channel. And then the two templates are here for daily as well as weekly and monthly naked point of controls. So just so you know. I think we started at like 14 minutes, so bit of chatting, bit of alts. Do you also consider CME gaps? I don't actually. It's not part of my way of trading, my strategy. Is Atas still free for crypto? As far as I know, it is. Yeah, as far as I know, it is. But no, I don't use CME gaps, to be honest. It's never been something that I had interest in checking or using it in my trading. So the answer to that question would be no. Actually, a lot of questions. Okay. How do you get yours? Yeah, so that is Atas, the Atas template. Akash network. Yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. What's up, Sheila? Happy New Year. That is my alarm going off, which basically means that price took out that low now. Rahul, welcome. Missed the music. Unfortunate. Victor, what's up? Yobala. Our guy is Wave X, double sideways, wave major. Good guideline. Wave X is commonly below 100% actually, right? It's of course commonly it's between the 618 and the 100, but it can go all the way to a 1.38. That would be like a maximum target for just managing for a Wave X. We are bullish, backtesting the range. Reminder from you, Akash. I know. 5 minutes bearish, yes. The bearish CVD is now played out. What's up, Sheila? Welcome to your first live stream. Probabilities played out, yo. It did. Welcome, Sheila. Good to have you here. Welcome to the live stream. Different experience than the videos, of course. Divine Hood, you're an amazing trader and analyst. Thank you, sir. We just keep it going, no? Keep it going. Videos every day. Bro, what if it is a 2 for the bearish count? Then the bull market would be, that would be a bit of a problem for the bulls, no? If you would count this as a wave 1, 2. Now, first of all, your 2, of course, would be very long in time. All right, so you have a very long 2 that's almost 6 times longer than your 1. It's very, very uncommon for 2s to be that long. It's more common for a B than a 2 if you have to pick a side. So, and on the higher time frame, on the daily, probabilities would still be higher to look for another all-time high at a later stage. But I am more interested in local price action in general. How you make CVD visible on Atas? They're not visible on Atas. CVD is visible on AGGR. And AGGR is a website. And also there you can download the template in Discord. So you go to Discord and you can go over here and download the template. You also have a link in the description. I think it's the first link in the description. So OM Creations, welcome. Name, what's up? Hello. What is ICE probability we finish for? See, as mentioned, 99.2k. Right, hit 99.2k, and we're looking for a finished move to the upside, preferably counted as a C because the highest amount of volume is in your latest move to the upside. So it's a patience game. Got to wait for either 99.2 or take out the high, basically. Ice Cubes Lady, welcome. Good to have you here. Of course, earlier today was easy because earlier today when price was ranging here, of course, probabilities were higher to start looking for retracement. I personally actually didn't expect it to come this soon, but or at least have one pretty much after the video. But yeah, sometimes the way it is, no? Samith, what's up? Welcome, man. Welcome. My mistake. How do you make the CVDs visible? Dotted lines. Check the post in Discord, my friend. It's literally written pop up right there. Automated lines. So the link in the description brings you to this post, and then you just click here. And you have all the information, everything right there. Shirley, welcome. Happy New Year to you as well. First time I see you, of course, in 2025. Congrats on the 15. Thank you. Appreciate it, Shirley. Thanks with all of your help. So, okay. Now then, let's have a look at one of the alts that was mentioned a few times. And that seems to be Akash Network. I have no idea. Oh, wait. Before I actually do, have a look at the 50-minute here, because we now took the low. And we took it on increasing volume. So, of course, if one would be looking for an impulse, then preferably wave 3 has the highest amount of volume. So you're looking for wave 3. If price continues towards the downside, which would be an impulse starting with a 1, 2, 1, 2, and then you get your 3 to the downside. Again, if you do change structure, you move all the way back up here, right? Then the probabilities increase. You're looking for a 3 wave here, A, B, and then a C. But no. Akash Network. Of course, we can also still have a flat. I mean, that's the thing. Bitcoin, like when Bitcoin is moving in an area of the chart where it's there's nothing to do at this area here on the chart. So at least there's no great support. There's no very clear. Just hit 99.2k, we good. We have a deep retracement, that's fine. Potential wave C finished, also fine. Looking for a bigger retracement. That was the probabilities this morning anyway. We got it quite quickly, actually quicker than I initially expected. But yeah, happens. Not bad. Okay, so I don't have too long, so I better get started here with some of the alts. What is this Akash Network? I have no idea. But we analyze it. Okay. Guys, please read. It's in Discord. It says it's ATAS. It's not Tradingview. It's ATAS. ATAS. Okay? Volume levels are not from Tradingview. Templates cannot be uploaded on Tradingview. It's literally in the text in Discord. Okay. We have Akash Network here. I don't know this. I don't know, like, coin. So something new. Something new. 1, 2. The only way it's a very long 2, but this would be my only way to count this bullish. From the low. So in that case, you have a W, X, and a Y, right? So you have a flat zigzag, zigzag, followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4, 5, right? So that's basically the impulse in detail. And then you take a fib from the low to the high. So that would be a finished impulsive structure. Then your target area for a wave 2 would be the blue box. We hit the golden pocket, right? So that is fine. Let me do this. Oops, not that, this. Of course, the question is it over or is it not? But oh, at the same time, I can keep an eye on Bitcoin as well, actually. Using the CVD template. This bearish CVD that's potentially forming here is none of my interest, by the way. The reason that this bearish CVD to me is not interesting is because all of the previous ones now played out. So if bearish, I want to see new bearish CVDs. I don't want to see more bearish CVDs with the same pivots here. Okay. So just so you know. Now here we then have our one. If the move to the downside is corrective, not impulsive, it increases probabilities to take out the high. Got to be aware of a flat here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so bullish. Oops. Yeah. So that is your bullish scenario. I don't know why the laptop is a little bit laggy today. Man, I really gotta start using my my new system. It's been here for a while, but because I don't know the macOS stuff, I've not really. Yeah, I need. It takes time for me to jump into that and get used to all of it. Oops. Okay, now what we have here? So a WXY is 1. Your bearish scenario. Yeah, it doesn't matter. You either finish 5 waves here, and then you have a flat A, B, C, or alternatively, you end 5 waves here. Now, if we want to count a 5 waver to the downside, of course, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is quite ridiculous because of the size of 5. But 3 most commonly has the highest amount of volume. So if you would count this as a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then first of all, we have overlap between 1 and 4, which isn't allowed. Second, wave 1 has the highest amount of volume, which is low probabilities, as most commonly it's wave 3. So counting this as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? It's not too great. Alternatively, we need diagonals. Looks like a bit of a expanding structure. If so, gotta check. So it's not expanding here. Wave 5 is shorter than wave 3. Wave 1 and wave 4 overlap. 2 zigzag. This has to be a zigzag in that case. Can't be anything else. So your bearish scenario would be a diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Volume decreasing as price is moving down. Yeah. I got to be honest with the guy that asks for Akash network all the time. I don't know why this is interesting. There's no some altcoins have such clear setups, and then you have, of course, stuff like this, because you have the potential of a 5-wave structure, but also a WXY, which makes it tricky. There's a lot more alts out there that actually have such a clear structure and are so easy to trade, and then we have this, you know. So yeah. I wouldn't keep myself busy with Akash network, to be honest. WXY, yeah, potential. So from a probability, so there we go again. A diagonal, often you see in a diagonal volume decreasing, and that's the problem. You can't invalidate a diagonal here, right? So wave 1 and 4 overlap. Wave 5 is shorter than 3. 3 compared to 1 doesn't matter, right? Let's see if 4 is bigger than 2. That would help. Is 4 bigger? No, 4 is also smaller than 2. So, you know, there's the potential at least to count a diagonal here. Now, diagonals are not necessarily common, but you got to be aware, right? You got to be aware of the potential of a diagonal, which of course is a bearish structure. Yeah, that would be because then you're looking for a 5, a 3, and a 5, right? So in that case, you look for a 3-wave structure to the upside. Now locally, I see that the 886 has been touched over here. Now this chart might be very wicky by the looks of it, so I'm not sure if I should trust these wicks. But by all means, as the 886 is touched, you generally expect continuation to the upside and take out the high. But on a higher time frame, yeah, or here locally, yeah, you can have a double zigzag down. Target is the high, but yeah, I mean, what am I still doing at this chart? From a trading point of view, it's very, very, very simple. Good risk management. Invalidation is the low. If this is a WXY, you look for the high, and else it's here's the low, and that's it. So yeah, it's not a nice chart. You know, it's just not. This would not be a chart that I would have like any interest in the moment I see it. So yeah, not interesting at all, to be honest. I see ICP. So yesterday we did a couple of alts, and those are very, very nice. Very clear structures locally. It's very easy to know what to look out for. So I can skim through all of these charts, and there's, you know, like in a few seconds, you know, okay, there's something going on or there's absolutely nothing going on. I only have 10 minutes, by the way, so because then I have to go. But here we have, of course, a 1 2 1 2 3 4 5 4 5. It is an impulsive structure to the upside. Low is then counted as a 2. So this is your impulsive bullish scenario that you see here on my chart on ICP. And ICP is, when did we start here now with ICP 41? So ICP here. Okay. Confluences. So we hit resistance, which is the weekly. We go to a lower time frame here. I'm actually surprised how well the chart moves without all of my stuff on. So let's have a look. Just checking for impulses. So that's clearly a 618 touch. So we have a steep move to the downside here, ending on a high amount of volume. Price retraced, but a wave 4 doesn't work, right? Because of the 618 that's touched. So that increases probabilities for a 3. And that automatically increases probabilities that, in general, by the way, this is a 3-wave structure down. So the probabilities on ICP unrelated to the price action after remain higher to take out the high as you start with a 3-wave structure. A 3-wave structure is bullish. So the probabilities unrelated to local price action are higher to take out the high, right? So you can continue correcting sideways in that case, because we did touch the 0.7. And the 0.7, right, reduces the probabilities for sharp corrective structure. So if you do continue correcting, probabilities are higher for a sideways structure, not a sharp structure, right? Alternatively, of course, your correction is finished and you look for impulsive structures, but in that case, you need to count a double 1 2, and you have to start working on a 3. Invalidation is the low, right? 1 2 1 2 up. That's your very bullish scenario. Your quote-unquote bearish scenario is that this is a W, this is an X, and you want to see a Y. Y is either going to be a triangle or Y is going to be a flat. In both cases, you would look for price to range and take out this high first. So that is the that's ICP. Oh, that's ICP. There you go. I don't have that. Wait, which one? Interesting that I don't actually have this one in my folder. Ooh, that's a deep retracement. So basically we're back at all-time lows on A's here. Because I don't count that big wick. Oh, we also hit the 886. Yeah, this is not, it's not interesting. So I don't count this. This is uncountable, right? So you're basically in a downtrend. If you want to be bullish, you want to count a wave 1, 2, 3. But for a wave 2, the 886 is a very, very rare target. So the fact that price touched the 886 here automatically increases probabilities to take the low, unrelated to the price action, and then you're back at all-time lows. You're basically at all-time lows. Now, is there the potential for a little bit of juice to the upside? Right? Okay. Well, we can consider an impulse to the downside. Highest amount of volume is in 3, lower amount of volume in 5. So by all means, there is the potential here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3-wave correction, continuation to the downside. Because there is the potential here for a 5-wave structure, there's no interest in this. It's not ICP. You know what I mean? So yeah, there's no overlap here. Did we touch the 618 or did we not? Did we touch it? Oh, we did. So we did touch the 618. So that's good information. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 doesn't work. So we will not count this as a 4 with this being a 2. Should have checked that before actually. Because wave 4 hitting a 618 is it's incredibly rare. So that immediately changes probabilities to the potential of a 3-wave structure. Now, after a 3-wave structure, we of course want to see the high taken. However, so far, nothing going on. So a few things that impact probabilities. One is looking for a retracement to at least the 0.382, which we don't have yet. You want to reach the 382 before taking this low. Taking the low would not be very good. Besides, you hit the 886, of course. So you want to at least touch the 0.382. That's a minimum retracement level. So preferably, you would then still look for price to move up. Because this wave 4 touched the 618, low probabilities this is a wave 4. So if you do count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, well, that's nice. But wave 1 and 4 overlap, which is not allowed. Right? And if you want to count this as a impulse, you need an expanding diagonal, but an expanding diagonal is very rare. It's never preferred unless everything else fails, right? So therefore, the probabilities increase for a 3-wave corrective structure, which is good, right? And after a 3-wave structure, you at least, as a bare minimum, look to continue the range sideways with the potential of taking the high. Reason is you touch the 886. So it's actually very uncommon for price to not take out this low. Right? It is common for price to react at the 886, get a retracement, and then come back down later. That's common. But moving up in a wave 2 after an 886 is not common. So I'd be very careful with this one here. Second, by the way, is if you touch the 0.7, then the probabilities increase for only sideways corrective structures. If you hit the 886 at the high, then you got to be aware of the potential of taking the high here. However, the 886 at the low is more important because you're in a downtrend. And every time you hit the 886, I bet there's another one here. So also another one here, right? So there's an 886 touch here, I'm pretty sure, if you take it from the low to the high. You move back up, that's cool, but then you come back down again. And the same happened there as well. You go up and then you go back down. So yeah, not interesting. It's not. There's no high probabilities. Yeah, I mean probabilities at the moment would be higher for the low to be taken. Yeah. What site do you use for monitor news? That's this one here, which is Trading Economics. I'm not sure if it's in the description, got to be honest, but tradingeconomics.com/calendar. That is the website that I use. Guys, it is 4 p.m. It feels like this was a very short live stream, but the thing is, I have that meeting, so it's not like I can really extend it. We did Ace here as well. I forgot when we did Ace. So yeah, XRP, if it didn't take the so let's quickly a few that I just know. XRP probabilities are highest to take out the all-time high. So that's simple. Probabilities on XRP are highest for a wave 4 and a wave 5 to the upside. In other words, continuation still expected. On SEI, we did this one yesterday. So make sure to check out the live stream yesterday for a detailed explanation. Then you have a Solana. And on a Solana here, where is it? Bull, there we go. We hit my resistance level here on Solana, right, as you can see. So in a bullish environment, yeah, you're still looking for higher. Now the thing with Solana is, by the way, that probabilities are higher to take out all-time high, which we didn't. We just missed out. But of course, clearly we hit the 886. Clearly we touched the 886, taken from all-time high to the low. So in general, you're still looking for price to take out the all-time high. Yeah, with or without an additional corrective structure. So of course, I haven't looked at this chart in a couple of weeks now here, but so I would need to observe the lower time frame to see if we can clearly count a fiver in here. But yeah, because else it's going to be another a 1, 2 when you look for upside. But yeah, Solana. So of course, still looking for upside. So I just now I go very, very quick. Wait, ETH has a new symbol here. Oh, interesting. Ethereum probability is also higher to take out the all-time high. Quite simply a matter of time, really. And yeah, there is the bullish scenario is it's not awesome, but it's something. So 1, 2, 1, 2. Of course, the potential for this one finished, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Correction, continuation. That would be your most bullish scenario. Oh, well, there we go. Oh no, this is another one. That's another one. So this one, a single 1, 2. WXY, take out the high and then retrace down. So the 886 touched from the high to the low. 886 increases probabilities to take all-time high. So yeah, A, B, C, D. Because we took this high, I believe. So a triangle doesn't work anymore. Oh, I gotta go. So triangle doesn't work anymore. And then you have 1, 2, double 1, 2 is your bullish scenario. Or of course a single one, W, X, Y, or a flat A, B, C, and then continue towards the upside. In all cases, you're looking for price to still move to the upside. But I'm sorry, guys, I gotta go. So a quick peek at some other alts. But no, I have a meeting. An offline meeting here in Nice, and I have to attend. It's 27 minutes, and I do have to travel there. So got to get my ass moving to another part in Nice. Now, as price is moving to the downside on Bitcoin, right? Moving ever so close to, or did we already touch? Yeah, we touched 99K now. So the fact that 99K is touched on Bitcoin, of course, increases the probabilities that an impulsive move to the upside is finito. Labeled then as a wave C. and we can expect a nice deeper retracement. So please be aware of the news, which is right now. You know, we have some volatility, some volume. So trade safe, trade safe, trade safe. Okay. So, thanks everyone for watching. Thanks for hanging out. Tomorrow will be a new live stream and, of course, a new video as well. Yeah, I got to go. So thanks for being here, and I'll catch you at the next one. Cheers.